Welcome to Tools of Titans. Enjoy. Hi, I'm Tim. Yeah, Tim, the guy who spent way too much time obsessing over the habits, routines, and mindsets of the world's best, so you don't have to. Welcome to my brain dump of Tools of Titans, the book I launched in 2016 after years of interviewing the top performers, millionaires, icons, athletes, artists, you name it, on the Tim Ferriss Show. This isn't some polished self-help sermon, it's a raw, messy, practical manual, pulled straight from the lives of people who've cracked the code. I'm talking Navy SEALs like Jocko Willink, tech titans like Reid Hoffman, and creative weirdos like Neil Gaiman, over 200 of them. My mission? Distill their genius into something you can actually use, not just nod your head at and forget. So buckle up. I'm going to take you through the three big pillars that always emerge: health, wealth, and wisdom. This is me, in the trenches, sharing what I've learned. Let's do this. First, let's talk about your body. If you're a walking disaster physically, forget about crushing it in any other area. I've been obsessed with this since my 4-hour body days, hacking the human machine, and Tools of Titans takes it to the next level. Picture this. I'm sitting with Dr. Peter Attia, a guy who has dissected longevity like a frog in biology class. He talks about energy allocation. You have a finite tank of gas each day, mental, physical, emotional. If you spend it on junk food and no sleep, you're screwed. Peter got me hooked on fasting, not just for the abs, but for the clarity. He tells me, Tim, skip breakfast, push your first meal to noon. Your body starts burning fat, your brain turns on, and you're not a slave to the refrigerator. I tried it. Heck, it works. Intermittent fasting is a master trick. 16 hours without eating, 8 hours eating. Combine that with some kettlebells and a cold shower, and you're a different animal. Then there's Wim Hof. You know him? The Iceman? This guy climbs Everest in shorts and teaches me to breathe like a Viking warrior. I'm lying on the floor, hyperventilating. 10 deep breaths, hold, repeat, and suddenly I'm vibrating. Wim says, cold exposure and breathing, Tim. That's how you master your physiology. Now I have a freezer in my garage full of ice water. 5 minutes in there and I'm not just awake, I'm alive. Titans swear by this. Jocko gets up at 4:30 in the morning doing burpees. Amelia Boone crushes obstacle races with just black coffee and pure grit. The pattern? They treat their bodies like a Ferrari, not a beat-up rental car. Sleep 8 hours, move daily, eat decently, 80-20 rule, don't go crazy, and you'll have the power for everything else. Here's the kicker. Health isn't just physical, it's mental too. I'm with Tony Robbins, 6'7" of pure energy, and he hammers me with this. State runs everything. If you're stressed, slouched, and breathing shallowly, your decisions stink. So I stole his priming trick. 10 minutes every morning, gratitude, visualization, a quick stretch. Sounds mystical, right? Try it. It's like strapping a jetpack to your mood. Health is the foundation. If you mess this up, everything falls apart.
So when we chatted, I said,
Now let's talk about money, or really, freedom. Wealth isn't about Lambos and private jets, although cool if that's your thing. It's about options. I've been around millionaires like Chris Sacca and Peter Thiel, and they don't just work harder, they think differently. Take Chris. He tells me about his days betting on startups. Tim, he says, I didn't have cash, so I traded sweat for equity. He's not chasing dollars, he's chasing leverage. That's the Titan mindset, building systems, not hamster wheels. I was there, burned out from 80-hour weeks with my first company. Brutal. Then I read Naval Ravikant's line, earn with your mind, not your time. That hit me like a ton of bricks. So I started digging. How do these people multiply their output by 10 without multiplying their hours by 10? Reid Hoffman, the LinkedIn guy, drops this gem on me. First principles, Tim. Break everything down to the foundation. What's the real problem you're solving? Don't tweak, reinvent. I took that seriously with my projects. I stopped wasting time on nonsense and asked myself, what's the 20% that generates 80% of the results? Pareto's law, my friend. Relentless focus. I cut my email time down to 30 minutes a day, filters, templates, delegation. Suddenly I'm not drowning, I'm designing. And then there's the issue of risk. Arnold Schwarzenegger, yeah, the Terminator, sits me down and says, Tim, bet on yourself. No one's going to hand you anything. He talks about arriving as an immigrant with nothing, lifting weights, and turning no into watch me. I love that. Titans don't play it safe. They're not reckless, mind you, calculated risks. Damon John from Shark Tank tells me, fail fast, learn faster. I've failed a lot, ads that flopped, deals that vanished. Each one is a learning opportunity. Wealth is a game of accumulation, skills, networks, bets. Start small, double down when it works. Oh, and one more thing. Money is a tool, not the goal. Maria Popova, the brain pickings lady, says, "I'd rather live simply and do what I love than chase zeros." That stuck with me. I have my dream line, what I'd do with 10 million. Turns out almost all of it is cheap. Time with friends, writing, traveling. Wealth is getting your life back.
Scenario, I think I'll be
Chapter 3. Wisdom, the art of living well. Wisdom is the glue, how you think, how you are. I'm with Seth Godin, marketing genius, and he tells me, "Tim, stop asking for permission, launch it." He's talking about blogs, books, ideas. Don't wait for a gold star, that's Titan DNA, they act. I have notebooks full of half-baked projects that never saw the light of day. Seth's push got me off my butt. Tools of Titans? I launched it, messy and all. Done is better than perfect. Then there's calmness. I'm with Josh Waitzkin, the chess prodigy from Searching for Bobby Fischer, and he teaches me about cultivating the soft zone. It's that flow state where you're sharp, but calm. He tells me, "Tim, meditate, not for enlightenment, for performance." I'd played around with mindfulness, but Josh made it practical. 10 minutes, focus on my breath, let the noise fade away. Game changer. Naval is on the same wavelength. Desire is a contract you make with yourself to be unhappy until you get it. Oof, I started to notice how much I chase. More followers, more sales. Meditation helps me see that trap and turn towards enough. And don't forget about play. I'm with Jane McGonigal, game designer, and she tells me, "Tim, fun isn't frivolous. It's how you rewire your brain." She has me doing silly things, improv games, puzzles, just to knock the rust off. Titans aren't serious robots. They laugh, they experiment. Jamie Foxx tells me he plays the piano to unclog his comedy. Play is a secret weapon. Lastly, the big one, questions. Peter Thiel has this killer line. What important truth do you believe that very few people agree with you on? I chewed on that question for weeks. My answer? People overvalue hustle and undervalue rest. Titans know when to push and when to recharge. Wisdom is asking better questions. Of yourself, of the world. That's how you level up.
you pay 20.
Outrow, your turn, start today. There you have it. Health, wealth, wisdom. The trio I distilled from hundreds of hours with the best. This isn't theory. It's what I've lived, tested, and almost broken myself learning. Start with your body. Move it, feed it, rest it. Build wealth with leverage, systems, risks, focus. And pursue wisdom. Act boldly, think deeply, play more. I'm still figuring it out, messing it up, adjusting, but that's the point. It's a process, not a destination. Pick one thing from this: fasting, a cold shower, a tough question, and go for it. Tell me how it goes. I'm with you. Thanks for hanging out with us and exploring the awesome tools and secrets of superachievers. We hope you learned something cool and feel pumped to use these ideas in your own life. Remember, becoming amazing is an ongoing adventure. Until we meet again, keep aiming high, never stop learning, and always stay inspired. Stay motivated and keep pushing forward.